allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great. Welcome everyone to our February regular town board meeting. Vic, will you get us started with the roll call, please?
Councilman Baldry?
Here.
Councilman DeShane?
Here.
Councilman Hoyt?
Here.
Councilman Lewandowski?
Here.
Supervisor Duncan?
Here. All right, we have the minutes from the town board meeting of January 10th and the workshop meeting of January 24th for our approval. Do they look good to everyone? I'd like to make a motion to adopt the minutes of the town board meeting of January 10th and the workshop meeting of January 24th. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
Councilman Baldry?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeShane?
Yes.
Councilman Hoyt?
Yes.
Councilman Lewandowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Duncan?
Yes. Okay, we move on to reports and remittances from department heads and town committees. I gave the board the supervisor reports just a little bit ago for the month of January. The town clerk's report.
Building and codes brought in $150, town clerks brought in $195, dog control brought in $105, planning board $150, trash brought in $1,945. Total revenue for the month was $2,551 after paying DEC and Ag Markets. The check that went to the supervisor was $2,524.38.
I'll make a motion to accept the town clerk's report. May I have a second?
Second.
Councilman Baldry?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeShane?
Yes.
Councilman Hoyt?
Yes.
Councilman Lewandowski?
Yes.
Supervisor Duncan?
Yes. Okay, highway superintendent.
Pretty much just been plowing snow, and every day we get a little bit, but in between storms, we just repinned one of the plows, because a couple of the pieces in the garage are pretty humble over there. Doing a little research on Sanders right now, because we got one in the big truck that should last a season. It's just older and rusty, it's paid its dues to the town, so otherwise the weather looks pretty decent coming up, so we're going to try to get out and start cutting brush on the sides of the roads. Just did all the maintenance on all the machines for the summertime. Chipper's ready to go, so hopefully if the weather holds we can start cutting brush and start snow, we'll go back to plowing, but for now we just as soon get out of the garage and go do something out on the roads. That's about it.
Okay, thank you. All right, for the assessor's report this evening, we have, for January, he processed sales and escrows, reviewed properties in the field, met with taxpayers, held office hours, went over new construction permits, and reviewed exemption renewals and new applications. Right, buildings and code enforcement.
We have 2 new permits out here to date. We have about 30. That's from the previous year. Reminder, plowing snow, snow blowing, or shoveling snow, please do not throw it in the roads. I've been working with Jared. We've had some people, that's a predicate problem. It's against the law. It makes a dangerous situation, not only for the plow drivers, but for individual drivers. So if you're going to push it in the road, push it across the street and get it out of the road.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Okay, the rescue squad, Captain Lisi.
We had 17 calls, 183 miles traveled, total hours 13.5. We had 3 Alpha, 3 Bravo, 3 Charlie, 7 Delta, and 1 fire. We missed 4 calls canceled, 1 first response, 2 refused medical attention, and we used ALS 4 times, and they were all through Bennington. We went to SVMC 1 time and Samaritan 4 times. 10 calls were in the daytime, 7 calls were in the nighttime, 7 weekday calls, 5 weeknight calls, 3 weekday calls, and 2 weekend night calls. And we did attend the polar plunge up at the state.
How'd that go?
Pretty chilly. They showed up. It blew my mind, but they showed up.
There was a lot of
If you
people.
could stack $1 million on that beach, I wouldn't go in there.
Right.
Good.
Young kids.
No, a lot of them were actually older.
The teachers always used to do it too.
For, thank you. Thanks, Captain Lisi. Dog control officer. Don't see Kayla tonight. Do you have anything from her, Vic? No? Okay. Youth program director, we have a report from Noel. You guys want to go over it?
The Grafton Youth Program will be having an indoor glow-in-the-dark basketball opening of the game room and handing out Valentine's Day treat boxes on Friday, February the 11th, which was the other day.
Yep. They had a great crowd. They had about 26 kids. A lot of kids showed up there this time.
Very good. Looking ahead for March, we will be doing another giveaway.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's okay. We will be doing another giveaway for St. Patrick's Day, and the dates for the future summer fun will be August 1st through the 26th. Very popular program.
8/1 to 26, okay. All right, thank you, Noel. Thank you, Pierce. The library sent in a report. And where is that? The statistics for the month of January. Their book circulation was 314. Their January ebook circulation was 202. In the library and actual visitors in January, they had 195 adults, 12 children, and 1 teenager. They did programs, a board quilt program. They've got the Zumba class, which is running Monday nights at the school, right, between now and late April, I believe. And then the adult book club. She's working on a New York State report, which is about a 150-page report due to the state on all aspects of the library for 2021. Thank you, Leanna Sweet, Director of Grafton Community Library. State Park.
I have something from them. Maple Weekend is on March 26th and 27th. We will have stations to learn about Native Americans making maple syrup and candy and modern techniques and backyard maple sugaring. More information to come next meeting. And Saturday, March 5th at 10 a.m., a talk about the fire tower and the role of Helen Elliott with 2 guest speakers at the Welcome Center.
Okay. The Recreation Committee, Senior Citizen Representative, and the Merrymakers. They all must be sitting by a wood stove somewhere. Okay. Under Communications Received, the board has received a draft report from FAS Accounting Services as concerns the excuse me, as concerns the audit that we contracted with them to do. And we anticipate they're going to have the full finalized draft any minute. They're working on it right now. Under new business, County Waste, we've been in a contract for 3 years with County Waste. This is the same contract. They're looking to renew it for us for this year.
You just gave us
Terms, yes, but that's the contract we've been in for
Yep.
3 years.
Yep.
It's the same one.
Yep.
So I'm just looking for guidance from the board if you want me to sign it to continue with County Waste.
Does it change the prices or do they stay the
Same
same?
prices, yeah, same that we've been at. Excuse me.
Unless you approve, Madam Supervisor, unless you approved a 3-year contract or something like that before, you may want to do a resolution approving a new contract with them.
Okay, okay. Are you prepared? Do you guys want to do it tonight? They'll work
No.
with us a little.
I
You want to wait?
Yes.
Okay.
I personally
Yeah.
have to look into
I haven't read this yet.
Right, well, it's the contract we've been in. I'm just saying, they're just looking to renew the contract we've been in.
Right.
So we're looking to stay status quo with what we've been charging the people to do what they do and not charge for recycling and the way we've been. If we want to stay status quo, we can go with it, but if you guys want to make changes or do whatever. But just so you know, there's no, this doesn't make any changes. This is the same contract we've been in.
Right, still got to read the contract.
Right, but Steve didn't get one.
Oh,
We'll copy him off on.
I put one with, I handed you that in your report. That's okay, we'll make sure you
With
get one.
this, you did.
But keep, like I said, that's the one we've been in for 3 years, the same contract. Okay.
When's this start?
It,
Are we in it now?
we're in it now, because of the way the contract is phrased, we can go month to month after it expires?
It's effective this was effective 2/11/2019.
Yes. Yep.
Well, that's why if we look at the old resolution, it may have been something that's went forward 3 years.
Right. Okay, I don't think we can try and pull one, Phil, but I'm 99% sure we didn't do a resolution to do it.
All right.
We just have been carrying over with county waste forever, so, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm all for
sometimes
looking
we'll
at
do a 3-year with those guys, so I just wasn't sure if that's what we did here.
Right? No.
No? Okay, so, do you have a copy I can borrow? I can draft a resolution for you guys to look at.
Thank you.
Okay, and their old business, the rescue squad bathroom project. I heard a little conversation before the meeting about that. What are we thinking?
He's contacted somebody that said they were not interested. We contacted another local gentleman. He blew Steve off, never showed up for the estimate. Bone Steels at this point has been the only one who has submitted, so that's our 3. So if you guys want to approve that, we can do a motion or a resolution tonight. Because we've met the requirements.
Remember, very often you can't get people to put bids in, so you just have to substantiate that under the procurement policy, we made attempts to get bids from these other entities. And it sounds like, Vicki, you have that history of the attempts. So it'd be up to the council if they wish to go forward and now approve the one bid that you did get.
Can we do it with a motion, Phil?
Yes.
You want to move forward, right? We've got to get this
Yes, I'll
fixed,
make a
right?
motion that we approve it.
You've all seen the written bid that came in before.
Yeah, we've had
There's
it for a
one-
while.
So now if someone wants to make a motion to approve the written bid, and you get a second, you do a poll vote, you're all done.
Right, I'll make a motion that we accept the Bone Steel bid.
And I second.
And Councilman Beaudry,
Yes.
Councilwoman DeShane.
Yes.
Councilman Hoyt,
Yes.
Councilman Lewandowski,
Yes.
Supervisor Duncan.
Yes. Okay, good deal. What's that? Okay, bottle money, anything shaking there?
Nothing shaking at the moment.
Okay, all right, okay, good deal. We're still accumulating. We got a check from the new system where he picks them up, so we've
We have a check
received a
for
little.
$86 or something.
Right, okay. Okay, now we're on to public comment, the privilege of the floor. Public comment is limited to 5 minutes per person. Councilman Beaudry is our timekeeper. Be mindful the public comment portion of the meeting is privileged. All comments and statements shall be directed to the town board. Please refrain from any personal attacks, name calling, or derogatory public comments toward individuals. We have from the floor. We have one back there. Yes, Mr. Lepstead.
I just want to know the kind of the town's standpoint on the Rensselaer County Plateau on Foster Road. Seeing we got that next meeting coming up at the end of the month. See if there's anything the town plans on doing or helping to avoid the parking lot back there, because every single one of the residents on that road do not want that. I think that everyone on the road made that pretty clear in since the last meeting.
It's going to be an issue on the 28th when they come in to present. You'll have an opportunity to get an answer from them, and maybe the town's going to take up some of the issues that are going to be presented at that night, I believe, on the 28th.
Because I know that you guys were talking about the last meeting we had, that they had to have like a site plan put into the town. I was wondering if that was ever done yet, or if anyone ever looked at that.
Not yet. I mean, I think what's coming up next is the planning board is going to receive a,
I talked to Jim Friday.
yeah,
They're gonna wait till after the meeting, and then they're gonna come to the planning board. So probably not this month, but in March, maybe they'll be coming to the planning board for a site plan review and explain to him what he needed.
yeah, so the 28th is a very important meeting for the citizenry, especially on Foster Road.
Yeah, I was hoping that we'll, like the residents on Foster Road, I'm just hoping we have some sort of helping from the town, seeing that no one on the road wants it. That's all I'm looking for, is just support from all you guys up there, and help us try to
I'm
at least get
sure
rid
that
of the parking
we will
lot.
be
we don't want.
discussing that as the town moves forward on this, for sure. Because it is gonna be an issue.
I've tried to reach out to a couple different people over in Nassau to see if they will come and speak to us, but I haven't heard back from anybody.
I know that
A
the,
couple different people's ideas that already experiment with them, have run-ins with them, but I haven't gotten a call back yet. So, I don't know. What could we do for you?
That's what I
What
mean,
do you
as a
think?
board, I don't know what we can do as a board.
That's
You
what I'm
can't-
hoping with the,
Can't tell them you
I
can't.
think it's like the planning board is the
Yeah, it's with the site.
big thing.
Has the town received a pilot proposal in writing?
I have not seen
Not
that.
to my knowledge.
Has the assessor received an exemption application?
not to our knowledge.
No.
At this point, I know the board as a whole has not given its blessing or not given its blessing on this. The board as a whole has not acted in any way at this.
I honestly feel that the planning board, when they have all of the information that they're gonna be looking for, there'll be some decisions to be made at that time. And then to the board with whatever we will have to deal with. Because that's gonna come up. Tom, is that it? You'll be
Yeah,
seeing the
the planning
whole.
board will make a decision, based on what the information that we get from them and their plot plan and site plan review.
So it sounds like the residents along the road have a problem with, correct me if I'm wrong, the parking lot, the proposed parking lot?
Yes.
Is the proposed parking lot visible from, is it Foster Road?
Yeah.
Is the proposed parking lot visible from Foster Road? Or, and if it is, could there be a drive into the woods first and then an opening where the parking lot could go? And those cars then would not be visible from Foster Road? Just,
Yeah, the problem is they kind of weren't clear on it. Remember the first meeting we had with the Zoom meeting, they said the parking lot was going to be up top, and then the second meeting they said it was going to be on the bottom, so it seems like they have no idea what they're doing. Either way, you're going to see it, you're either going to see it from the road or going to see it from people's houses, their backyards.
Without a site plan, it's hard to decide, determine what, until they come and show us exactly what they plan on doing. We really.
but they are talking about a pilot, correct?
It should be, sure.
But we don't have any idea what the terms of that pilot are. Length of time, amount, increases.
It's time.
Okay, that was Mr. Lush's 5 minutes.
Yep.
Anyone else? Or Mrs. Calabro?
I want to suggest that the board and possibly the Foster Road residents go to the community forest and actually walk around and see what they're like and investigate how they're set up for the parking. Talk to some of the neighbors personally and see what they think about it, instead of just saying, no, we don't want it here. It would be good to go with people that have already done this. So that's my first one. Second one, bottle money. I know everybody's still saying, well, what should we do with the bottle money? I've talked to a couple people that have suggested that this should be used as a capital investment for the youth. Things that the parents can't necessarily buy or wouldn't want to buy for one season for their kids, but something that many people could use for a lot of years. So I know they had talked about sleds. Most parents can afford to buy sleds for their kids. It's not a big deal. We used to use boxes, right? So that's something that shouldn't be a use of that money. It isn't something that little kids are going to use probably. It's probably not something the teenagers are going to use. You just want to get a use out of the money that will be good for everybody for many years. And then the last thing I had was, when you go on the town website and you look for the Code of Grafton, it is a scan instead of an actual document that you can search. And I'd like to request that you make it a searchable document. It's really hard to find anything because the pages don't actually align with the page numbers on the document.
What is that?
The Code of Grafton.
Yeah, that's
That's it, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else from the floor tonight? No? Okay, all right, thank you. All right, moving on to motions and resolutions. We have resolution number 17 of 2022, a resolution scheduling the public informational meeting in lieu of workshop meeting. Whereas the Town of Grafton Town Board is desirous of scheduling a public informational meeting to discuss with the public and the representatives of the Rensselaer Plateau Alliance a proposal from the Rensselaer Plateau Alliance to utilize certain real property in the town of Grafton. And whereas such public informational meeting will take place in lieu of the Town Board February 28th, 2022 workshop meeting. And whereas such public informational meeting will take place at 6:30 p.m. on February 28th, 2022 at the former school located at 13 Babcock Lake Road, Grafton, New York, 1205282, and will be conducted by the town board. Now therefore be it resolved that the aforementioned public informational meeting will take place as indicated in lieu of the February 28th, 2022 town board workshop meeting. Someone like to make a motion to schedule this meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion made by Councilman Lewandowski,
I'll second.
seconded by Councilman Hoyt. Okay.
Councilman Baldry,
Yes.
Councilwoman DeShane,
Yes.
Councilman Lewandowski,
Yes.
Councilman
Hoyt.
Hoyt, and Supervisor Nuggets.
Yes. Yes, yes.
This is not taking a formal action, so you're not really doing anything.
Except we do have control of how the meeting is run.
Yeah, it's your forum.
It is.
Right.
And my suggestion is for the supervisor not to run that meeting.
Right, right.
But as far as making a motion to schedule it, I think she can do that. She's not taking any affirmative action on this project. But at the meeting, I guess one of you other four would run that.
And that's okay? I don't have to have the deputy supervisor come in, which is fine by me. That's, you know.
Well, the law says that if the deputy supervisor comes to run the forum, that's fine, but if not, then the four of you choose whoever's gonna be the person.
It sounded good, just format wise, among the board. Right.
You would just pick
Great.
one of you to run the meeting.
Good, okay, I won't worry about asking Lisa, okay. Okay, all right, resolution number 18 of 2022. Whereas the town of Grafton is in need of mandated drug and alcohol testing services for the town of Grafton DPW. And whereas the town council has been advised that the superintendent of highways has obtained the attached bids from a County of Rensselaer RFP for like services and recommends absolute drug and alcohol testing as the best value bidder under New York State Finance Law, Section 163. And good cause appearing therefore, now therefore be it resolved that the town of Grafton hereby approves the purchase from Absolute Drug and Alcohol Testing of mandated drug and alcohol services on behalf of the town of Grafton DPW for the amounts set forth on the attached bid. I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution 18 of 2022. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilman Lewandowski.
Councilman Baldry,
Yes.
Councilwoman DeShane,
Yes.
Councilman Hoyt,
Yes.
Councilman Lewandowski,
Yes.
and Supervisor Nuggets.
I didn't, yes, yes. I didn't do the packets. Oh, I had to get one of these for work. Okay. But there it is, if you want to look at it, it's just. No, you read it. Okay. Motion to pay bills as audited, vouchers 38 through 100, for a total of $62,354.67. All right, I'd like to make a motion to pay the bills as audited. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilwoman DeShane.
Councilman Baldry,
Yes.
Councilwoman DeShane,
Yes.
Councilman Hoyt,
Yes.
Councilman Lewandowski,
Yes.
Supervisor Nuggets.
Yes. All right, the next meeting will be the January 28th public information
March
meeting.
14th,
Grafton
2022. March 14th.
Okay, wait.
January
No.
28th?
I know.
No, February 28th.
February 28th.
That's a forum.
That's it says the next meeting
It
workshop.
says workshop.
Yeah,
Right.
next meeting.
It says
Okay.
workshop or meeting, but that's a forum. In lieu of your workshop, you're doing a forum.
March 14th,
Okay.
2022.
At the forum, you're not going to be talking about anything else other than
Right.
that one issue.
Right.
So your next official meeting then would be March 14th, 2022.
Okay, and that's the right date because they're all the same in March, right? Yep,
Correct.
14, okay. Okay, the next meeting is our regular town board meeting, March 14th, 2022. Right, legislative privilege?
Oh. Yeah, I had a person contact me, I forgot to bring this up. Can Grafton make arrangements to host a local vet to come and do a cat and dog vaccination at the town hall or possibly at the school? Let's see, in the past, they had it done and they'd like to see it come back, so.
I will check with the county to see if they're doing them this year.
Yeah.
And then if not, we can try and get a hold of the local. And Kayla had suggested, and I thought she was going to look into that.
Okay.
If Rensselaer County's not doing them again this year.
All right, thank you. That's it.
Okay, anything else? No? Okay. All right, this evening we are adjourning in loving memory of Gordon Acker, Edward E. Fredericks III, William H. Keenan II, Helen Porter O'Donnell, Paul Stewart, Virginia C. Visker, Jack H. Wursler, and Michael Zinna. May I have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thanks everyone for coming out. Old mate.
Guys, this was a 3-year contract.
Yes.